Welcome back to the channel. Subscribe, like, share if you haven't already. ProjectBlueMeAway. I want to do this updated video because it's been, I want to say a year, not a little over a year since I posted some updates. I've been doing some lives here and there on my Facebook, my Instagram. But I want to update you all on the progress that I've made on the car. I kind of want to be transparent about my issues. I want to be transparent about the wrong parts. I want to be transparent about just everything as a whole, because this build has not really been cake, if you will. So y'all rock with me as I take y'all through what I've been doing. I'll start there, I guess. So for starters, I know I said underneath the car, but I'm sorry, at the back of the car. Again, they're just bolted in and not all the way tight. They're not done. I'm gonna have to pull them back out when I prep the car for paint. But mostly what I'm proud of is this gas tank with this sump on it. Biggest issue I ran into with this thing is fittings, right? So the guy that I bought it from did a pretty good job about basically telling me what fittings were needed, the size of everything. But when I went to go get these fittings, really wasn't fitting like I thought it would go in. So I kind of did a trial and error and ended up spending about 40, 50 bucks in fittings that I didn't really want to, but it is what it is. It's in there. This is me starting to run my fuel line from the front of the motor. By far, I will say this is probably the worst part I've ever had to do on anything. It's making the end hoses fit with the fittings. But yeah, so I'll drop or I'll shout them out once I get the name and his IG later on down the road, or probably in the comment section down the road. What's left on this, I want to paint the straps, and I want to either use that filler tube there or I'll get another one. But other than that, I just got to run, literally, I don't know if you see the old fuel lines hanging right there, but I got to get the old stuff out and put the new stuff all the way in. Shout out to everybody that's kind of been helping me with that. I'll go, I guess, right into this stuff. This is what's left out of the turbo kit and all the rough draft pieces of the first build that I had on the twin turbos. These are going to be for my inner fenders in the front. I don't really know how they're going to go in there just yet, but something to work off of. The matching steering wheel. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all the actual wheels on the car. Let me know what you think. It's been a rough journey with these wheels. I'm happy with the wheels. I'm not happy with my customer service. I'm not gonna name the company, but if you know who I'm talking about, by all means, you know, share your thoughts and opinions, but I'm not gonna do that. I found somebody to do my welding for my door handles. That should be pretty fun. And again, I'm going through everything because it's been so long. So these are the wheels. I'm pretty impressed. Kind of comparing, right? Kind of already knew that's the wheel that I wanted because those are my roll-arounds, and that's the wheels that I went with. Again, roll-arounds, wheels that I went with. All right. This is a 6-inch lip, so 26 by 10s in the rear, 26 by 9 in the front with a 2.5 inch in the front. And then for you guys that want to talk big lips, again, just 26 by 10, and I already got that short in the rear end and notch it, and I want to go bigger. So, and it bolts directly on, right? No spacers, no nothing, and that's how I wanted it. All right, so I think I'm gonna fall in love with that wheel. I've fallen in love with that wheel. So there's that. I haven't really done much of anything to the inside of it. Again, not really concerned or worried about that just yet until I get to the Holley Pro Dash. Holley Pro Dash is right here. Some people are telling me to fabricate some stuff from the old dash. I haven't really found out and don't want to know what angle I want to go with that just yet.
What the fuck?
Some people have been telling me to get the Autometer, or yeah, the Autometer dash, and use that bracket, but I don't know. Again, I want to get this dash fixed. I want to get a console. I want to do everything on the inside, right? But right now, I feel like I'm not there yet. I still got to do body work, as you can see. But yeah, there's that. I'm gonna have probably some things up for sale pretty short, which again, this is going, I know. I just sold the 9-inch that I have, actually. The 9-inch, the spindles, not the spindles, excuse me, the axles and the third member. So it's gone. Underneath, you can kind of see I've started rerouting my battery. I just got to buy a battery. But the wires already ran. That's my exhaust right there. And then that's the trans cross member over there. Under here, I don't know if you guys can see, but under here, I've installed the clutch, but I sold the oil pan, right? So that's a Holley 302-2. I sold the oil pan because I need to have the bongs for the oil drain on the oil pan versus coming out the timing cover. So my boy Sticks bought that oil pan. I appreciate you. And then I'm gonna go with this oil pan. Again, so see how the bongs there, and drills in there. I just gotta buy the bongs, screw in, female, male style, and we'll be good there. So that's my oil pan. TR60 transmission. I did install my throwout bearing and my quick connect for the draining. I'm kind of in between here with this short shifter and the S1 sequential. I got a guy who said he'd give me one as a deal. I want to say he's in Arizona, but I'm still contemplating, right? Because I'm pretty sure either I got to cut a bigger hole or I gotta, either way, I don't know if it's gonna line up if I do the S1 sequential. So once I get everything in the car, I'll see how everything lines up and kind of go from there. Update on the actual front, right? So again, man, talk about how these are probably the worst pain in the ass I've ever dealt with. But I got one side, so I'm kind of proving to myself that it's doable. So they thread on, but I got to lift this motor up to get that oil pan out. So I'm kind of disconnecting some stuff. I got to take this intake off. Hopefully that's all I got to take off, but I'm gonna take the intake off, see if that motor come on up, and then that oil pan will drop on out. Let's see. I ordered that straight shot performance tubular kill support, which again saved me so much room. I'm able to do so much more things now. I have room for my radiator now, which I didn't have before, and fans. And then I have to wait on my buddy Mark. I think he's in New York. He said he has a pickup tube for me, but his tube runs straight out and like over. I need to go straight down and under. So either, you know, anybody got any details on that, can make me one or whatever, let me know. Last time you all seen this, I had the blue VS Racing 66 millimeter turbos. These are the CX Racing 76 millimeter turbos. I had some knockoff wastegates. These are still knockoffs, but I'm pretty sure these are 50 millimeter from CX Racing. Basically, what you see from hot side to cold side is going to be the CX Racing twin turbo kit, for our G-body. So I'm pretty impressed with the kit. It didn't come with many directions, so leave that to your imagination about where stuff goes and how stuff bolts up. I literally just looked at the pictures of what they basically posted and tried to line everything up. But what they didn't tell you, or what they don't propose on their drawing and their pictures and their website is what the guy actually was running. So that guy was not running power steering. That guy was not running AC. So the fitment issues that I was running into, or that I am running into, he didn't have. All right, so that's that on that. Some of you may know I had an issue with my power steering pump. Right, my power steering pump used to be way over here. This guy out of Mississippi, I forget his company name. Sorry, bro, but he sent me this through the hurricane, man, they had down there. So shout out for the quick turnaround on that. But I have to take the old flywheel off of this one.
What I meant to say was pulley,
and put it on
not a
one.
goddamn flywheel. Goddamn.
Next thing I gotta figure out is where I want to put my alternator. I may put it over here since I don't have anything over here. But I bought the ICT billet alternator bracket, but I would have to drill into that hole right into that block right there, which I don't know. It may be worth it, but I don't know. I bought this little cheap, but fancy looking bracket from Motion Race Sports, and I like it. It's a Magna Fuel. I don't know the part number on it, but it puts the fuel pressure regulator on top of the timing cover, and being I have the Holley high-rise intake, it fits extremely well to me. Looks pretty good right there. And another big aspect about the Holley high-rise intake is I can hide most of my plumbing and my wires underneath versus making it kind of look clean as I possibly can, and just kind of go from there. But I finally figured out with some buddies' help on how to run this fuel line. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to run, how did I say? So I'm gonna run supply here, through here. I'm gonna cross it. I don't know if I'm gonna run it how Motion Race Sports has it. They have it like crossed. I don't know if I'm running that like that yet, but it will look pretty good, but I don't know if it's feasible. To this crossover, and then I'm gonna cap it back there. I already got a cap on it. And then I'm gonna run supply, and then return will be here. And I can cap the other side. So it's 3 ports here, supply, port, supply, whatever, and then return going straight back here to the back of the tank. What else? As far as fitment goes, that was my issue. And then on this one, I think we did it, right? So on your water pump, you have these tubes that go for your heater. You basically cut them off. Again, this is for my truck one. That's my F-body one right there. We basically just cut it off, and I'm gonna block it. Right, I just did a test run on that. See what it looked like, see what it entails. I'm gonna do the same thing on that and just cut it off and block it. I don't need no heat out here in California, right? But it may come back and bite me as far as like defrost. But again, don't really plan on driving a car in like crazy weather, so we'll see. What else, man? That's my former pickup too, but again, it was how they had it routed. They didn't have a lot of stuff that I got, right? So got to figure that out. I got to finish my clutch install, so some of that stuff has to move from over there. Newest update, right? I just told y'all before a couple minutes ago, I sold my my Ford 9-inch. Gave him a sweet deal too. I gave him the 9-inch. With the axles, with the third member, and I sold my Brimbos, y'all. So these bad boys will be leaving here pretty soon. And all I can tell you is just stay tuned for what's next, man. But all of that fancy stuff is going bye-bye, man. And I hope he can use it, and I hope he gives it some good use. But again, I gave him a good deal on it because I'm trying to pay some of the good deals forward, man. Because that's how this game keeps growing and keeps getting better. I also gave him the rotors. So I gave him the rotors, the calipers, and the ran all for a good deal. So shout out to him. I didn't even have it really posted. It just came through a buddy, and got him on the phone, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll take it." So good look on that. That'll get some of this shit out the way, and then I can really start trying to, you know, hone in on getting this thing started. So what's left, man? As you can tell, I got most of the stuff here. I just need really, I need to get a battery. I need to change out the oil pans. I need to get power to the actual car. Route this harness, which most of it's already cleaned up, but most of that's like lights and stuff. So starter, I got the starter, but I need to get power to it, ignition, all that good stuff. But I'm not really a, you know, an electrical wizard, so I'm gonna probably call in some help for that one. But power, fuel, and I think we're ready to start. So I need to get these intake gaskets from Holly. Everybody's been on back order, man. So just kind of like playing the waiting game on a lot of this stuff. I bought some more of these bolts because I couldn't find like one or two of them, so I just bought all the bolts, so they all would match, along with the nuts at the top. I bought this throttle cable holder, I guess, from Motion Race Sports, but I need the throttle cable, which I couldn't find at the time because they were out of stock. So I need a cable, put all my accessories on, get fuel to this thing, tighten everything down, and I think we might be ready to go, man. In the next couple days or weeks, I'm gonna try my best again to get this oil pan out, get this new oil pan in it, get this transmission behind it, bolt it up, get that cross member behind it, bolt it up. What else? And wait on more parts to come in. But for the most part, man, again, I know it doesn't look like a lot, but I put my blood, sweat, and tears in this thing. I got a lot of stuff and a lot of knowledge behind it, but I'm nowhere near done, all right? So last but not least, I gotta notch this frame. It's been kind of hard to find people, man, because everybody's so busy out here, or they real expensive. But I gotta notch the frame. I gotta buy tubs, and then I gotta work on getting the rear end. Actually, I already bought my rear end. Yeah, sorry, I bought my rear end. Hell, actually, I bought it today. And I gotta wait. You know, holiday coming up, so it's gonna be a while before it gets here. But I bought it today. That'll get me one step closer. I think after that, once that gets here, I can bolt that bad boy up. Actually, I need to ask him about the shocks because I wanna squat kind of low. So I need to ask about shocks, and then next I can work on my suspension, frame notch, and then basically my boxing and my frame. I'm gonna do all that at the same time. Drop in my comments, man, if y'all think at this point I should just go ahead and do a frame off, man, because I mean, if I'm doing all that, I mean, it's not gonna take much to get the body off the frame and roll it around as a rolling chassis, but I don't really have the space or the equipment to do that. But just drop it in the comments of what y'all think. Sorry for the long video. Again, I know it's been a minute, so just trying to keep y'all in the loop, man. Keep y'all in the loop. I'm working on some paint stuff, working on some interior stuff with some buddies out of the state. But just bear with me, y'all. Again, I know y'all, everybody want to hear it running, and trust me, y'all, I'm running it with y'all. But I don't want to fire it off and I mess something up, and it costs me so much more in the long run. So I want to do it right. I want to go about it the right way. I want to make sure I got people backing me, behind me, that kind of know what they're doing, and just kind of leading me the way. Because again, there's certain stuff that I just don't know. I'm not being honest here. I just don't know it. If y'all haven't seen, but that's the finished product right there, right? So some of the stuff has changed as far as like details, but that's the go-to goal right there. And I'm almost there, man. Honestly, I'm almost there. I need a bumper. Oh, I forgot to mention that. I need a bumper because the bumper I had is it was cracked, it was warped, and it was just trash, man. So I threw it away. It wasn't even worth like giving away. That's how bad it was. But hopefully I can get started back on this this prep work on the body. Get some tires on these things. Once my modifications come in on these wheels, I can bolt them things up, put some rub on the wheels, and I can sit the car back on the ground. But again, that's a couple things that I like to get done. I want to finish. I want to finish routing and actually laying out the lines for the fuel. Get that done. I need to box this stuff up and send it to that guy who bought the stuff. Again, shout out to you again. I need to go ahead and find me a welder so he can weld those handles in for me. And then I need to get that oil pan out. So once the oil pan gets out, I can put the new one in, put it in there, bolt everything down, double check all my work, and just, again, get a step closer. Get a step closer.